Hello there. Today we will be revealing the best products for your car. Choosing a product in this category can be tedious, but not to worry. We have done all the hard work for you. We took our time to check out hundreds of these products and their reviews. We have compared the features, the performance, and the value for money each product brings. Therefore, we are convinced that these are the best choices available right now. Check out the product links in the description. And don't forget to drop your comments, like, and subscribe to see more videos like this. Let's see the best products.
When it's time to change your vehicle's oil, Bosch has you covered with our lineup of high-performing oil filters for nearly every application. The Bosch Premium Oil Filter has a 99.9% efficiency rating for catching particulates before they enter the engine and can hold up to 14 grams of particulates within the filter media. The Bosch Distance Plus oil filter features the same efficiency rating of 99.9% and a holding capacity of 29 grams, plus 2 times greater burst resistance strength versus the leading economy filters. Be sure to check your owner's manual for your mileage change interval to ensure correct engine performance. If you cannot remember the last time it was changed, you can visually check for signs. Engine oil should be similar to the color of honey. If the oil in your engine is very dark, this can be an indication that the oil has lost some of its lubricating properties and the detergents in the oil have done their job. If the oil level is low, it may be a good idea to change the oil and oil filter before the engine is harmed. When changing your oil, consult your owner's manual for the type and quantity to be used in your vehicle. To perform an oil change, you will need a funnel, an appropriate sized wrench or socket wrench to remove the drain bolt, an oil filter wrench to remove the old oil filter, if necessary, an old drain pan, gloves, and protective eyewear. Cleanup rags and towels will also come in handy. Depending on the year and make of your vehicle, you will need either a canister-type filter or a cartridge-style filter. Refer to your owner's manual for location of the oil filter, as the removal process may differ between applications. Open the hood and locate the oil cap. Loosen the cap to allow the oil to drain easily. Locate the drain plug and position the oil drip pan under the drain plug. Use caution when touching the drain plug, as the engine and engine oil can be very hot. It is best to wait a few moments for the engine to cool. Using the correct wrench, remove the bolt carefully and slowly. Place the bolt in a place where it can be located later. Oil will begin to drain into the pan. This process can take a few minutes. When oil is completely drained, reinstall the drain plug back onto the oil pan before moving to the oil filter removal. Ensure it is tight, but do not over-tighten, as this may cause the threads to strip. It may be necessary to check your owner's manual for the correct torque specifications. Position the drip pan under the oil filter. Carefully unscrew the previous oil filter to remove it. This may require the use of a wrench to loosen the filter. Inspect the mounting surface where the oil filter was removed and remove any debris or pieces of the previous gasket. The mounting surface must be cleaned before the new oil filter is installed. Double-check the previous oil filter and make sure the gasket is present. Take care to prevent a double gasket situation, which could cause leaks. For best performance, smear a small amount of oil on the gasket of the new oil filter. Tighten the oil filter the recommended number of turns once the filter gasket makes contact. This can be found in the oil filter specifications on the package. Using a funnel, pour in the correct amount of new oil. When the proper amount of oil has been poured into the vehicle and all caps are tightly secured, start the vehicle and let it run for a few minutes. Shut off the vehicle and check the oil dipstick to ensure it is at the correct level. It is always good practice to recheck the drain plug and filter after the vehicle has been started and shut off to ensure there are no leaks. When the old oil is cool, pour oil into an approved disposal container with a screw-on top cap. You may consider using the empty oil container from the oil you just poured into the vehicle. Also, allow the excess oil to drain from the old oil filter to ensure it is empty and clear of oil. Many auto parts stores and service stations will accept old oil and oil filters for recycling. Never dispose of oil or oil filters into the trash, drain, or sewer, as this can pose a threat to the environment.
Synthetic oil is rapidly becoming the oil of choice for automakers. It is also a great upgrade for cars that did not use it as factory fill. Let's talk about why this trend keeps growing. Synthetic oil has many advantages over conventional oil. Synthetic and conventional oil both come out of the ground. Synthetic oil is distilled and purified to a much higher, even molecular level. It also has much higher quality additives that clean the inside of the engine and prevent sludge formation. Almost all new cars are now filled with synthetic oil. In fact, 70% of 2016 vehicles were delivered from the factory with synthetic motor oil. This is not a new thing. Over 49% of vehicles built between 1996 and 2016 used semi-synthetic or full synthetic oil from the factory. Synthetic motor oil is now the fastest growing oil category. Some other advantages include the ability to form a protective barrier between engine parts. Modern engines have very small clearances and need the superior shear strength of synthetic oil. That is why so many vehicles now use some type of synthetic as factory fill. And there is more. Watch this quick demonstration on how much better synthetic oil is at flowing in low temps. As you can see, the synthetic oil flows much better in cold conditions, protecting the engine on cold starts. It also has better ability to resist heat breakdown, something critical in many turbocharged applications. Because of all of these advantages, automakers are able to increase the oil change interval on many vehicles. You should always follow the manufacturer's recommended change interval and use the oil specified for your car. Now you understand why synthetic oil is better and costs more than conventional oil. Let me show you why you need to use an oil filter designed for the super oil. Because drain intervals are longer with synthetic oil, you must use a filter that has greater dirt holding capacity. The FRAM Ultra Synthetic filter has up to 3 times the dirt trapping capacity of a conventional filter and can go up to 20,000 miles between changes when used with quality synthetic oil. How is that accomplished? Regular oil filters use a blend of cellulose and synthetic fibers that can generally last 3,000 to 7,000 miles. The Ultra Synthetic filter has 2 layers of synthetic glass microfiber media. These are wrapped around a pleated steel screen for durability. But wait, there is more to this story. The valves inside the spin-on oil filters must also be improved to go this distance between changes. The FRAM Ultra Synthetic Spin-on filters feature silicone rubber anti-drain back valves with incredible durability. They stay pliable for a great seal and keep the filter full of oil, preventing dry starts. The oil filter relief valve contained in the spin-on oil filters is fiber-reinforced nylon for long life as well. These relief valves are regularly tested to over 1 million cycles for durability. If your customer needs or wants synthetic oil in their vehicle, the best thing you can do is recommend a premium synthetic oil filter like the FRAM Ultra Synthetic to go along with it. Yes, it is more expensive than a regular filter, but it is designed with high quality components and filter media that goes the distance. Thanks for watching. Now that you know the advantages of both synthetic oil and the FRAM Ultra Synthetic filter, you can recommend them with confidence. For more car maintenance tips, visit fram.com.
Engines in modern vehicles are a miracle of efficiency and cleanliness. They do, however, need perfectly clean fuels to realize their true potential and prevent damage to the sensitive components. This can only be guaranteed through the use of high-quality filters. Dust, dirt particles and water can enter the fuel during its production, transport, storage and transfer, as well as refueling. These impurities lead to wear and corrosion of the sensitive injection systems and valves, as well as all parts in the engine that carry fuel and are lubricated by it. They therefore have to be filtered out from the fuel as far as possible, and this can be done by a high-quality filter. The dirty fuel flows into the filter, the combustion residues are filtered out, and only clean fuel reaches the engine. The fuel filter has to be changed regularly to ensure the full filtration efficiency. Choose Mann-Filter if you want to meet today's requirements on fuel quality. Mann filters can now filter out almost 100% of even the finest of particles with the newly developed multigrade, multi-layer filter medium. The multi-layer structure of multigrade means that it achieves a previously unheard of filtration efficiency. Mann filters ensure maximum engine output and prevent scoring at the injection nozzle and corrosion damage to the injection system through ideally filtered fuels. Low-quality filters often have a whole range of disadvantages. For example, coarser filter media cannot hold back fine dirt particles. They also have a much lower dirt absorption capacity and have to be changed more often because they clog up more quickly. The fuel is then pumped against a high resistance. This can result in the vehicle coming to a complete standstill. What's more, the filter medium can tear and fuel can enter the injection system almost completely unfiltered. Scoring of the injection nozzle and wear of those engine parts lubricated by fuel can be expected if the filter medium is damaged. This has a serious effect on the injection process and the engine output drops. Mann filters can prevent this and have an additional important function in diesel engines. They filter out water. The multi-layer filter medium multigrade can filter out almost all of the water in the fuel. The water droplets fall into a collecting chamber. The water is carried off from here by a drain device. This ensures reliable protection of the injection system against corrosion damage. Low-quality filters often have an inadequate water separation. The water is not trapped but can pass through the filter. This water enters the injection system with the fuel. The consequences: the combustion process is disturbed and corrosion damage occurs because even only small amounts of water quickly lead to damage to the very sensitive injection system. Another important requirement of a diesel fuel filter is that it must remain fully operational at extremely low temperatures. Paraffin crystals form in diesel fuel at low temperatures. These can clog up the filter. Mann filters prevent this by returning heated fuel to the filter. A special control element integrated in many filters checks the temperature of the fuel and always ensures that the right mixture of fuel is fed from the tank and returned from the engine. So what can happen to filters without a temperature control for the fuel? Since the fuel cannot be preheated without recirculation, it becomes viscous and fluffy. The paraffin crystals that are released enter the filter and clog it up. Before long, no more fuel flows to the injection pump. The engine loses output and finally stops. Make the right decision for your engine. Change your Mann filter regularly. Mann filters have a high dirt absorption capacity. Ensure optimum particle separation. Almost complete water separation for the ideal fuel temperature and thus a long engine life. Mann-Filter offers OEM quality, a complete range of products and a high availability.